Okay, now let's take a look at 第五课五 5, right? 第五 the fifth 课 is the lesson, so 第五课 the fifth lesson. The title of the lesson is 他女儿今年20岁. A lot of grammar in the title. First of all, 他女儿 is not her she daughter, is her daughter. The possessive 的 is omitted because the daughter is close to her. So 她女儿 her daughter. 今年 this year. 今 is present, 年 is year. 今年 this year is placed before the sort of verb. She is 20. She this year 20, right? So it's an example of time before action, or time or adverb before adjective, right? And then 20 is no problem. 岁 is a new concept. That is years of age. Doesn't mean year. Year is 年. 岁 is only used to describe somebody's age, or years old. That can be translated into that. Okay, now let's take a look at the content. The first conversation is 你家有几口人？你家 your family or your home. 的 again, 的 is omitted because your home is close to you. 有 is to have, although this 有 is here to mean there are or there is. Your family has 5 people. Sounds weird in English. So there are 5 people in your family. 几 is how many. It is a question or a word to question a quantity that's less than 10 or 20. Only a small amount of number. So 口 is a new concept in here. Is a measure word. In Chinese, if you want to express a quantity of something, you always use a measure word, right? 口, and there are many measure words. 口 is one of them. It's the measure word. This function, the function of this measure word is to measure the number of people are there in a family. And 口 originally means mouth, so sounds like how many mouths do you have to feed in a family? So that's what 口 is. And 人 is people or person. So your family has how many measure word people? The answer is 我家有3口人。我家有3口人. My family has 3 people. There are 3 people in my family. Okay. Now, the measure word thing, I know it's a complicated idea or concept. But I believe that we have talked about it in the class. I mean, if you don't know the measure word and you want to express a quantity of something in Chinese, just use the word 个, 个, right? 个, that's how you write it, 个. Okay, a person, and then there's a vertical line. Now let's take a look at lesson conversation number 2. A says, 你女儿几岁了? Your daughter, how many years old? 了 in here is a particle. It doesn't mean anything. It's just soften the mood of the sentence. Your daughter, how old? You can get rid of 了 and it's still a legit sentence. 你女儿几岁? Sounds a little bit more abrupt, but that's fine. And then B says, 她今年4岁了. Because she is very young, that's why we use 几, the word for how many. That's question a very small quantity. 她今年4岁了. She, this year, 4 years of age, 了, soft. Right, and now, number 3, we have 李老师多大了? Right, This 多大 is another way to question the age. 大 literally means big, and 多 literally means many, or it could mean how many when it's used before an adjective. 多大 how big. So how big is 李老师? 老师 is teacher, 李 is the surname. And we always use surname before title. So 李老师 how old? How old is 李老师? Le again soft. B says 他今年50岁了。50岁 50 years old. 今年 this year she is 50 years old. A says 他女儿呢？女儿 the daughter. 他女儿 her daughter. 呢 another particle when it's used after something or an object or a person. It means to question the status of this question depending on the context. So we were talking about age. Of course, this sentence means how about her then, or how old is her daughter? B says 他女儿今年20岁. That's the title of the lesson. Her daughter is 20 years old of age. Okay, so the grammar points to review, we have 岁, years of age or years old, a concept that you don't really have in English. What I'm trying to say is you don't really have one word to mean that. Okay, but in Chinese we just have 岁 to mean that. 今年 this year is used before the verb part of the sentence, sort of. She is 20 years old, but 今年 is used before 20 years old. And forgot to mention one thing. In this sentence, her daughter is 20 years of age this year. Or the word is omitted only because the verb part has a number in it, 20. She is 20. So in this sentence, is gone. Okay, is can be gone, can be omitted. Doesn't have to. If you want to say 他女儿今年是20岁, that's fine too. Okay, so that's that. And then 他的女儿 and 他女儿 are both okay. The can be omitted because 女儿 is close to her. Ne, we learned that before. How about? And 多大 is another way of questioning a age. 多大, but more importantly, 多 can be used before an adjective to mean how, like how big, how small, 多小, how tall, 多高, how good, 多好, right? 李老师, teacher Li, that's me. Li, teacher, is teacher Li. Right, so that's that. And then here in the first conversation, the most important part of the first conversation is the measure word. Okay, 三口人, or you can say 三个人. 3个 is the most commonly used measure word. 有 is have, but there are. So a place has something, so there is something in the place. 你家有几口人? And the question there involves the another very difficult concept. Where do you put the WH word? How many? The question word in the WH sentence. Right? How many people? The answer is you replace the number or no number, not necessarily number. You replace the information you want to question directly with the WH word. So my family has 3 people. If you want to question the word 3, you say 我家有 how many people? So 几口人. Okay, so that's that. Thanks for listening. I will see you in the next lesson. Bye bye.